Okay, hello and welcome everybody to this December, or what I like to call as our Christmas meeting, really. And as usual, we do have some really interesting things on today's program, and one or two surprises, I hope, as well. So to ease us into that Christmas feeling, I thought we'd start with some of Bing's songs that we associate with this time of year, but they don't actually contain any direct references to Christmas, either in the title or the lyrics. So let's sit back and enjoy a few of these, what I call Bing's winter warmers. Sorry, up my screen for the first time.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. There's a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop.
At the fireplace where we watch the chestnuts pop.
Pop, pop, pop. There's a happy feeling nothing in the world can buy when they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie.
It'll nearly be like a picture print by Currier and Ives. These wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, jingling too.
Jing, jing, jing.
Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Jing, jing. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two.
Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Jing, 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 jing.
Oh, there now. Eddie, easy. Ooh. Everybody out.
Jing, jing, jing.
Picture broad fields blanketed with the white ermine cloak of the Snow King, glistening icicles fingering their way down from the treetops. Add the merry tinkle of sleigh bells, and you have a winter wonderland, as Bing Crosby describes it in song.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song, we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman, then pretend that he's Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Sleigh bells ring, are
Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we've made, walking in a winter wonderland. Looks like a cold, cold winter, plenty of ice and snow, but we'll keep the love light in our hearts aglow. Looks like a long, long winter, baby, what do we care? As long as we have this love of ours to share. It's gonna be cold outside, gonna be warm inside, so we'll cuddle up by a cozy fire side by side. Looks like a cold, cold winter. Summer is far away. Until then, I love you more and more each day.
Looks like a cold, cold winter.
Plenty of ice and
cold
snow
out there,
but we
two,
keep the love light in our hearts aglow.
Looks like a long, long winter.
But baby, what do we care? As long as we have this love of ours to share.
Gonna be cold outside,
record breaking,
gonna be warm inside,
temperature taken, so
we'll cuddle up by a cozy fire side by side.
Looks like a cold, cold winter.
Yes, and summer is far away, away.
But until then, I'll love you more and more each day.
Cold outside,
the birds will beat it,
gonna be warm inside,
our love will heat it,
so we'll cuddle up by a cozy fire side by side.
Looks like a cold, cold winter.
Yes, and summer is far away, away.
But until then, I'll love you more and more each day. Gonna keep you warm until winter goes away.
Beneath the snowy mantle, cold and clean, the unborn grass lies waiting for its coat to turn to green. The snowbird sings the song he always sings, and he speaks to me of flowers that will bloom again in spring. When I was young, my heart was young then too, and anything that it would tell me, that's the thing that I would do. But now I feel such emptiness within. For the thing I want the most in life, that's the thing that I can't win. Spread your tiny wings and fly away, and take the snow back with you where it came from on that day. The one I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you. Spread your tiny wings and fly away, and take the snow back with you where it came from on that day. The one I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you. Yeah, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you.
It's a marshmallow world in the winter, when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's the time for play, it's a whipped cream day, I wait for it the whole year round. Those are marshmallow clouds being friendly in the arms of the evergreen tree. And the sun is red like a pumpkin head, it's shining so your nose won't freeze. The world is your snowball, see how it grows. That's how it goes whenever it snows. The world is your snowball, just for a song. Get out and roll it along. It's a yum, yummy world made for sweethearts. Take a walk with your favorite girl. It's a sugar date. What if spring is late? In winter, it's a marshmallow world.
It's a marshmallow day in the winter, when the snow comes to cover the ground.
It's the time for play. It's a whipped cream day,
and we wait for it the whole year round.
Just you remember that those are marshmallow clouds being friendly
in the arms of the evergreen tree.
And the sun is red like a pumpkin head,
it's shining so your nose won't freeze.
You must remember that the world is your snowball, see how it grows. That's how it goes whenever it snows. The world is your snowball, just for a song. Get out and roll it along. It's a yum, yummy world made for sweethearts. Take a walk with your favorite girl. It's a sugar day, but if spring is late, in winter it's a marshmallow world. In winter it's a marshmallow world. In winter it's a marshmallow world.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand.
We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland.
Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we.
We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be.
Let's take that road before us and sing up a chorus or two.
Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show.
We're riding in a wonderland of snow.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand.
We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland.
Let's take that road before us and sing us a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together.
Yeah, so a few winter warmers there, and as I say, they're sort of winter-themed songs, but without any real reference to Christmas. Now, we started and ended that session with the song Sleigh Ride, but two very different arrangements and very different sounds, of course. The first one with John Scott Trotter and Judd Conlon's Ridmares from December 1951, and that was for use on Bing's Chesterfield radio show. And of course, the final version there from the 13th of September 1977 with Pete Moore and the Johnny Evans Singers, which I guess must constitute being Bing's final Christmas song, if you like. I know the Bing and Bowie duet was recorded, I think, a couple of days before that. Anyway, in between, we had a version of Winter Wonderland that I know we haven't played before in our Christmas meetings. That came from December 1942 from a radio broadcast called Soldiers with Wings. And that was recorded with Major Eddie Dunstetter and the Army Air Force Orchestra. Sound wasn't perfect on that, of course, but I thought it's good enough to play and give people a chance to hear that version of Winter Wonderland. Looks Like a Cold, Cold Winter was from September 1950. We know that one very well. Sonny Burke's orchestra, the Lee Gordon Singers, and Snowbird. I love everything on the Count Basie, Bing and Basie LP, and it's interesting to see what people were saying in the chat. We know that Bing kind of over-recorded his vocals, but Snowbird was a very a contemporary pop song, really, around about that time, 1972, and I think Bing does it very well. And we also had Marshmallow World in there also from September 1950 with Sonny Burke and his orchestra again. So I mentioned in there about we saw a quick picture of Bing and Bowie, and I'm just going to turn my background off for the moment, guys, just so I can show you something.
You know, Bing and Bowie's back in the charts, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about actually.
Back
So
in the UK charts.
yeah, I wanted to talk a bit about that because it's interesting that obviously we've got the digital download version, not just of that song, but of obviously so much of Bing's output now, whether it's on Spotify or Amazon. But it's nice that we can still find something new that we can actually touch and hold. So the Bing and Bowie duet from the show in 1977, in the UK at least, the original 45 RPM song record came out in 1983, but this extended version came out about a year later. In 1984, and on this version with the picture disc in the center, it had the opening dialogue, where Bing greets David Bowie at the door, and so that was on this version. But on the flip side was a David Bowie single of Fantastic Voyage. What's interesting is here we are, 41 years later, and we have a new picture disc issued. This time, it's not just the center disc, but the whole disc. And I've seen this. I bought this in HMV. I've seen it in a couple of other record stores. So it's doing the rounds again. But this time, let me just start Spotify up, guys. This time, instead of a David Bowie song on the flip side, let me just start this, guys. What we have instead this track of Bing's. Did you share that? I don't know if anybody else has had a chance to purchase that, by the way.
No record stores in Jackson, Tennessee, unfortunately.
Okay. So yeah, so now we have on the flip side, we have this track from the 28th of September 1965. There we go. And with Sonny Burke's orchestra and chorus.
In this wonderful white world of winter, darling, we'll have a wonderful time. First we'll ride side by side through the hinter and roundelay to the sleigh bells' merry chime. Then we'll ski fancy-free down Old Baldy and take those chances all silly people do. If there's ever a moment you are freezing, just a little squeezing could be mighty pleasing. In this wonderful wide world of winter, I'm falling head over heels over you. In this wonderful white world of winter, darling, we'll have a wonderful time. If we prayed it would snow all this winter, I ask you, is that a terrible, horrible crime? I can't wait till we skate on Lake Happy and sup a hot buttered cup in the afterglow. If there's ever a moment you're not laughing, maybe a toboggan, don't bump your little noggin. In this wonderful wide world of winter, I'm thinking you are the sweetest one I know. Here we go through the snow, in the snow.
Yeah, so it's great that we have a Bing track on the flip side of that album this time, rather than David Bowie, of course. But yeah, again, it's nice to see things that are being released, and you can actually go and buy them again in the record shops. So, and we've got a couple more a bit later on as well, guys. And also, if you remember, we already had the sepia LP release of the White Christmas soundtrack. So it's like, yeah, I'm getting my groaning shelves are growing again, which is great. So
Yeah,
yeah, so
I was
good luck if
staggered
you.
I was
Sorry,
staggered the
Mark.
Bowie thing went into the charts, but it's obviously because of the vinyl release. It's the
Oh
vinyl
wow.
release that's put it there. White
Where
Christmas.
did you see that, Malcolm?
It's been in the UK official physical singles and the official vinyl singles charts in the UK. Look at UK charts, and they're all there. And in the
Yeah.
States, White Christmas has appeared in the Billboard 100 or something like that, and it's in the charts over here. Again, is that because it's been issued as a 45? I don't know.
Well, it's great. It's great news anyway. And again, I saw it, in the record shop, and it's always a nice surprise, isn't it, when you see something like that, and you think, oh yeah, I've got to get it. And the good thing is they're not expensive as well. And they used to be like 40 or 50 pounds for a new kind of LP, but they're nowhere near that price anymore. Great stuff. Okay, thanks for that, Malcolm. So I just wanted to say welcome to a couple of faces who joined during that medley. Mr. Jensen, good to see you again. Thanks for joining us, John. And I noticed Mr. Palumbo joined as well,
Oh,
although it looks like he may have left his seat for the moment. But it's great to have Jimmy with us again. Okay. So also, I was just going to say about the digital downloads and the streaming. We're going to do a little spot in the second half around the new virtual duets, and also I'll be looking a little bit at some of the technology enhancements, if you like, that have been applied to some of Bing's songs in Christmas songs in recent times. Okay, well, our Christmas meetings really wouldn't be the same without some warm nostalgia and kitsch, really, from one of Bing's Christmas TV shows. Um, so let's turn the clock back to the 17th of December, 1969, when we might have been sitting around the family TV, as we used to do in those days. And we're going to watch some highlights from what was Bing's latest TV special. His guests were Roy Clark, Juliet Prowse, and one of my favourite funny ladies, Carol Burnett. Note also the musical director for this show was John Scott Trotter. Now, this is taken from the Time Life DVD releases of a few years back, and they were heavily edited, most notably and disappointingly in the 1960s medley at the end. So we're going to look at some highlights from that show. But what you see from that medley is all that we have, unfortunately, unless somebody else has a different version. Maybe you'll let us know after the program. But overall, the particular show does contain a few nice moments. Oh, and it finishes on that song, of course, but it's a version that we haven't included in our meetings before. So I hope you're going to enjoy that. Right, I've lost the ability to share my screen for the moment. Sorry, guys. Well, let's check it out. Yeah, sorry, guys. I've just lost my Zoom toolbar for a minute. Ah, here we go. Hiding. Okay, and as I said, this broadcast was from 17th of December, 1969.
a special program in living color on NBC.
Hello. You remember me, perennial butt of hopes, antic wheezes, the man who yearly invites eager golfers to self-destruction up there at Pebble Beach. I'm also a West Coast distributor for Dr. Flegler's Orthopedic Snuggies. Tonight, in a bit of bravado, we've cooked up a little bash here for you. And since it comes under the heading of the word special, it's got to have a theme. So tonight's theme is no theme. It's sort of a potpourri of pleasantries, a grab bag of goodies of wide variety and limitless scope, sort of a musical meringue. We've got a $3 million tinker toy here to play with. This studio, props, cameras, wardrobe, and 4 people bound together in common cause. They have absolutely no connection with one another. I'm Bing.
I'm Carol.
I'm Roy.
I'm Juliet.
Together again for the first time, a reunion of the time we never met. Together again for the first time, we've never met before, oh, who could forget?
I remember that I've never seen your face before.
Reminds me of the time, that fabulous time, that we have never been in the same place before.
Strangers in the night, exchanging glances.
It seems we never stood and talked before.
I'm unaccustomed to your face.
I have never walked down your street before.
Remember the night?
No.
Dearie, do you remember?
Never. We have nothing in common. It's a phenomenon.
Together again for the first time, this could be the start of nothing at all.
This, what's his name? Oh, what's his face?
Who's this?
And her.
And we'll all stick together, birds of a feather, in all kinds of weather, like sister and brother. Now that we have finally
Bing Crosby and Carol Burnett in Together Again for the first time, starring Roy Clark and special guest star Juliet Prowse, is being brought to you by the 3M Company, makers of products that decorate packages, entertain, protect fabric, products that find information faster, make driving safer, and many more products for home and industry.
What on earth are you supposed to be?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Well, good tidings of comfort and joy, my lovely Christmas carol.
Oh, and bountiful bundles of baubles, bangles, and beads to you too, Bing baby boy.
You overwhelm me, you overwhelm me. By the way, I hope you didn't hurt yourself back there.
No, as a matter of fact, I tripped on purpose just to give us something to talk about.
Oh, I think I see what you mean. The patter of tiny little feet.
Patter of tiny little feet. That is absolutely the nicest thing anybody ever said to me.
Well, they look very delicate, very chic to me.
You're too much. How come the Coast Guard made me put running lights and a tow rope on them?
No radar.
No. Oh, hey, before I forget, pour vous.
Oh, pour moi. What on earth can this be?
Well, it's from Joe and me. It's Yuletide greetings. That's our Christmas card.
Oh, how charming. How nice. A personal touch. You brought it to me yourself without sending it through the mail.
Yeah, well, I tried to mail it, but they wouldn't let it go through. It's topless.
I see what you mean. Santa Claus with 8 bald reindeer.
Yeah. Hey, we loved your card, Bing. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
It was so simple. You know, it really was so right. Neat without being gaudy. Just you and the entire family swimming in a pool of frozen orange juice.
Very buoyant.
Yeah, well,
Nutritional, too, you know.
That's true. How's Kathy?
Oh, Catherine's fine. How's Joe? Never in better fettle, Catherine.
Yeah. Oh, well, Joe's pretty good. He never felt fettler.
What kind of a gift are you hitting him with this year?
Well, I don't know. He's a tough one to shop for. He's got everything.
Oh, what are you going to give him?
Nothing. It's the only thing he doesn't have.
But look, isn't it nice, though, that you have somebody to shop for? You know, someone you care about.
Yeah. How the world can change. It can change like that due to one little word, married.
See a palace rise from a two-room flat due to one little word, married. And the old despair that was often there suddenly ceases to be.
For you wake one day,
Look around and say, somebody wonderful married me.
How the world can change, it can change like that, due to one little word, married. See a palace rise from a two-room flat, due to one little word, married.
And the old despair that was often there suddenly ceases to be.
for you wake one day,
Look around and say, somebody wonderful married me. I do believe that it's just about time here for a touch of that picking and grinning. You tell Buck Owens if he wants to sue, I'll give him the singing rights to Sweet Little Lonnie. All the time. I'm picking.
I'm a grinning. Hey, Bing.
Yeah, Roy.
You know my daddy fell off a 13-foot scaffold and got killed?
What was he doing up there?
He's getting hanged.
Oh, going up quick, quick, going and run, going up quick, quick, have some fun. Going up quick, quick, going in the world, going up quick, quick, see my girl. A knock, knock.
Who's there?
Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln who?
What's the matter? Don't you know me? I'm going up quick, quick, going in the world, going up quick, quick, have some fun. Going up quick, quick, going in the world, going up quick, quick, see my girl. A knock, a knock.
Who's there?
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson who?
Say, was Abe Lincoln here just a minute ago? I'm going up quick, quick, going to run, going up quick, quick, have some fun. Going up quick, quick, going in the world, going up quick, quick, see my girl.
Hey, Bing.
Yeah, Roy.
What has 6 shoes and a bra?
Well, I don't know. What has 6 shoes and a bra?
Peter, Paul, and Mary.
I'm going up quick, quick,
going to run, going up quick, quick, have some fun. Going up quick, quick, going in the world, going up quick, quick, see my girl. Hey, Bing.
Tell it to me, Roy.
If you cross a rhinoceros and an aardvark, what do you get?
Well, you get a lot of strange people at the wedding.
I'm going up quick, quick, going to run, going up quick, quick, have some fun. Going up quick, quick, going in the world, going up quick, quick, see my girl.
When you think you've hit the bottom and you're feeling very low, you mustn't be discouraged. There's always one step further down you can go. Remember, when you're lower than low, there's always one step further down you can go. If they
could see us now, our little dusty group, traits around this $1 million chicken coop. We'd like those stone mold bones to see for a fact the kind of top drawer, first-rate chums we'd attract.
Oh, good evening. This is Bob, USO Hope, saying I've played for soldiers in Rome and Bangor, but this is the first time I've worked a retail store.
Laugh it up or I'll melt your epaulets.
Someday soon we'll have a happy new year, if the fates allow.
Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Merry Christmas now. That no one wept except the willow. Try to remember when life was so tender that dreams were kept beside your pillow. As we approach the final days of 1969, we come not only to the end of a year, but to the end of a decade, the 60s. Sometimes happy, sometimes turbulent, but always music. So right now, the Bing Crosby Nostalgia and Flashback Society Going to take you on a trip through the 60s, a tune-filled trip starting out at the very beginning, 1960, with this gem, which incidentally won an Academy Award. Juliet?
You can kiss me on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday. It's very, very good.
Looks like the place.
You can kiss me on a Thursday, a Friday, a Saturday. In fact, I wish you would.
Just name the day that you like the best. Only stay away from Sunday, 'cause that's my day of rest.
In 1961, Mr. Mercer and Mr. Mancini put their heads together and they brought forth an Oscar. Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way.
I believe in love, Alfie. Without true love, we just exist, Alfie. Until you find the love you've missed, you're nothing, Alfie. When you walk, let your heart lead the way, and you'll find love any day, Alfie. Alfie.
Well, I must say the hour has passed all too quickly.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
I thought you'd never ask.
Just like the ones
At the risk of being, a little pushy, I think I'll join you. Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, may your day be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Well, as I said before, the hour really has passed too quickly, but I've enjoyed every moment of it. Many thanks to my guests, Carol Burnett, Juliet Prowse, Roy Clark for stopping by. Most of all, thanks to you for sharing a little bit of our Christmas season with us. Make this a truly happy holiday season. Put a lot of Christmas seals on your gifts, and your cards. Holiday greetings and peace.
Together again for the first time has been brought to you by the 3M Company. We'll also bring you the Bing Crosby Golf Tournament, January 24th and 25th on NBC. This is Roger Carroll speaking.
Yeah, a real shame that some of the sequences were really edited, I guess for copyright reasons on those Time Life DVDs. But again, it did include a few real nice moments there, and especially the version of White Christmas at the end there, how Bing is brought into to singing that. So I hope you enjoyed that. I must admit, I'm a real sucker for those kind of TV specials. It takes me back to when I was a kid in the 60s and 70s, and remember seeing the Andy Williams show and Perry Como, and of Bing's I only remember seeing the 1976 and 77, but again it's very nostalgic, I think, for people of a certain generation. I did once hear somebody say that they were allergic to nostalgia because it makes their eyes water, which I thought was a really nice analogy, actually. So yes, I hope you enjoyed that. The other thing is about the couple of interesting points in the chat there. I'd noticed before about the lifts in Bing's shoes, particularly if he's on stage with somebody like Dean Martin, who was quite tall anyway. And it was I can't remember the gentleman's name from the Bing Crosby advocates who said that he's got the life-size cutout in the museum, and people say, "Oh, is that his actual size?" Because he's quite short, and it was he who said that Bing was 5'7", in fact. So, but where they got that information from, I don't know. So, probably not much more than that, anyway.
Jason, I remember in that interview I gave you of Catherine. I think it's in that interview. She says that Bing's 5'10", and I thought, well, there's an exaggeration.
Yeah, quite a bit. Yes, yeah. If he's 5'10", I'm 6'2", right, Malcolm?
Yeah, that's right.
I understand. In 1996 interview, when Catherine said that Bing was really on the short side, she didn't clarify the height of his, but she said that he was rather short. The 1996 one for John Franklin.
Right.
And I understand Fred Astaire was around 5'7", perhaps just a little bit over, and they looked about the same height when they were dancing together.
Yeah, you often see Astaire can look a little bit shorter than some of his lady partners, but because of the way they move and the way it's filmed, it's kind of
Charisse, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brilliant. So something else we learned in the chat, guys, is that Pantelis has a famous grandmother, right, Pantelis?
Well, yes, not famous, but she knew Melina Mercouri. They went together to the same New Year's parties every year. They were both friends of a leading editor of a newspaper, and he held some large reception each year, and they were both invited for many years. I knew her brother, actually. Her brother, Spiros Mercouris, was living in the same street with me. He died a couple of years ago. So I had seen him many times in the grocery store, in the bakery.
Okay, excellent. And I think it was because you remember her singing one of the, was it Never on Sunday?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Yeah, as I say, it was a shame about that 1960s medley. If you look in Lionel Pearpoint's book on being on TV, there's quite a list of hits. Yeah, Aaron, I think Aaron, you spotted it because you also checked out the date because Bing appeared with Carol, I think 2 or 3 times around then. But yeah, so again, I don't think our Christmas meetings aren't really Christmas meetings without some of those nostalgic highlights from some of those TV shows, and that was, as I say, originally broadcast 17th of December, 1969. Cool. Okay, so let's see how we're doing. Okay, good stuff. Okay, I wanted to update on a few things, really. First of all, with the latest Bing magazine, you would have seen an insert for ordering the new Sepia 2 CD release that the club has sponsored. I don't know if we've got a release date for that at all yet, Malcolm.
Yes, it's 10th of December, 10th of January, something like that. 12th of January. That's
as early as January. That's great. Okay, great news.
Yeah.
Jason, I've had 50 orders for the CD, so I think it's going to be pretty popular. So, it's a lot more than what I normally get. But what I'm wondering, just on another chat, are we having our first broadcast from the International Space Station? Because Malcolm seems to be out in space with the world behind him and the sky behind him. So I'm just wondering,
well, I can remove it. You can see my office if you like, but it's more interesting to see space.
How's the gravity?
Technology is wonderful.
I think he looks quite sort of godlike sitting out there.
Very appropriate, I thought.
Jason, what I would like on the subject of the CD, anyone who needs it, I would like them to order now so that I can actually figure out, how many to purchase from Sepia. So there may be one or two people who've not ordered it, and it would be nice to think that we have one of the best sales probably we've ever had with this release, which may well be possibly the final release that we produce.
Well,
Penny Huntoon's ordered 50, so that's 100 already. It's a limited edition of 500. So it'll have
that's what I was going to say.
It's
special. It's special for a number of reasons, isn't it? Because obviously and I'm just putting on the screen at the moment, guys. This is the page from Keeping Track from the latest Bing magazine. So we can see in here. Let's just push that a little bit. And our friend John Mum, who was on our meeting last time, has done the review for the CD. So we've got all the listings here, and as Malcolm said, it's going to be numbered, only 500 of the set, and they will be numbered, I believe, Malcolm. Right? We did ask for that, didn't we? Yeah. So that's good. So you will have a unique version, whichever one of the 500 you get. So we're really looking forward to that. And again, well done to everybody involved in that. I just wanted to stick with the Keeping Track here because we spoke a little bit about the recent records like the Bing and Bowie reissue and the White Christmas Sepia record. If you remember, it was issued in white and black vinyl. I bought the white vinyl just as it's kind of a bit more Christmassy and a little bit different. So it's good that again there's another CD there, another LP there. So we're gonna courtesy of our presenter of the month, Greg Van Beek, we're gonna look at a little bit at the Peace, Love and Cowboys edition. And again, let me just gonna look at these virtual duets and just undo my background again. Oh, sorry. Because again, these are available as physical media.
Have you got the Melakilicamaka one as well?
Not in. I haven't seen that out on LP, but I've got the Peace, Love and Cowboys, the virtual duet with Lainey WIlson, because obviously there's some other tracks on here, and it's also available on CD, just the EP itself. And again, they're just a few pounds, so I thought it would be good to support anything like that, that's being issued right now. And again, they're available in the big stores in the UK, like HMV and FOP. So they're all out there. And if anybody else has had a chance to purchase those.
Not yet.
So yeah, and the good news is on the Keeping Track front, there's really quite a lot for John to review this month. So I'm sure you would have already seen it in the latest magazine. But again, good news all round. Is there any other club news at all, Michael, to call out at this time?
Well, renewals. We don't have any new members, but the renewals are coming in steadily. I've just got about 27 members in my case that have not renewed, but most of them are the laggards that usually don't pay until almost at the last minute. So I think we're doing pretty well this year again, because last year we were almost 100%. We've just had one death, and that's Jim Glover. I don't know whether any of you would know Jim, but he lived in Ilford in Essex, and he was often in touch with me. But latterly he was housebound, played his Bing, and he died just recently. Other than that, there are fortunately no other deaths to report.
Yeah. What about new members at all, Michael? In
no, there's no new members at this time.
Okay,
Jason, keep coming back to Christmas records. Will Greg be covering the Melakilicamaka issue?
Yes, you will as well. Okay.
So
as I say, Greg's put together two fabulous presentations for the new virtual duet. So we'll cover that. So next thing I wanted to cover then, in terms of some news, something we were discussing at the beginning of the meeting, is the the Sotheby's auction of the collection of Bing and Catherine taken from the house at Hillsborough. And I know a couple of members, well, I think at least three actually. Yes, I know Keith and Ian and Pantelis all went off to Sotheby's at London. There was one day that I could go, but when I heard from one of the members that there was just a couple of cases with the Fabergé pieces in, then obviously weren't going to see the big piece, so I didn't go down. But what you would have noticed, if you can see the auction site, is the bidding has started for everything already, so you can see what the bids are. I'm trying to find. I think it's about number 157. Let me have a quick look. Some bids already for Bing's hats that you can see here. There was the painting, the Alfred Mullins had an initial bid of 1.2 million US dollars. I noticed, yeah. So I'm trying to think where that one was. I thought it was on quite early, but maybe not. There's only a few pages of things anyway, but and also I think the High Society piano had an initial bid of around about $12,000. But yeah, here's the Alfred James Munnings painting of On the Moors, and you can see 1.2 million US dollars bid already. So we know that Catherine was a great Fabergé collector. I think you saw the Lion and the Mouse, though, did you, in London?
We did. I think it was the largest thing there. Am I right, Pantelis?
That's right. The lion was huge and he had some great, gorgeous diamonds in his eyes.
That's
they
right.
Were really something. But the mouse, that nice sapphire mouse, I believe it was the most glowing object of the collection. Yeah. It was wonderful, really wonderful.
We were invited to touch the items as well when we went. Somebody did say, if you have a word with that guard over there, he'll have a word with that lady over there, and they'll open the cases for you. But we were talking so much, and we bumped into another Bing fan called Ian from Birmingham, who isn't a member. So we gave him all the details and our own contact details, and he was very engaging and very, very interested as well.
Well, let's hope we get another New Year's member. Yeah.
He sent me a letter asking more about the club. Yes, he did, and I sent him all the details, the link to our website, and a couple of other things. So
well done.
Let's see if we can recruit him.
Excellent.
Yeah, well done, guys. Well done. Sorry, just about the lion. You can see again, there's been a very healthy bid here for the Fabergé lion, 250,000. So just going to page through. If we can see the High Society piano, if that's moved on at all.
That was mine.
There were also some earrings that belonged to Empress Catherine the Great.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
They were very impressive.
The only thing disappoints me a little bit, there aren't that many Bing items. They're mainly Catherine.
No. I mean, I think she was headlining the exhibition. I think, am I correct, Pantelis?
That's right.
It was her name that came first. So I think
you can see it here, the Catherine and Bing Crosby collection.
Yeah.
All right. So on the website, it's the other way around. Look, Bing and Catherine Crosby on here. But yeah.
One thing,
the bid on the
one thing I particularly liked, there were one or two cups giving dates of competitions he'd won, which I didn't know about. So I've quickly put those in the day-by-day diary.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, so here's the High Society piano, again with the 12,000 bid. There was something I noticed here as well, Malcolm, that would be of interest to you, the musical arrangements by Joseph Lilly, because I know you in the article in the magazine you spoke about
two different lots. They look very interesting.
Yes, they're separate. Yeah, Mr. Music and, of course, White Christmas, which obviously already had a healthy bid then. So there was some promotion. Let's see if I've got it here, guys. Yeah, I think it's here. Let's see.
The name that we all know. I think in researching this collection, we realize what a tour de force Catherine was as well. And the passion that she shared with Bing was for Fabergé.
Kiss me once, then kiss me twice, then kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time.
Mom and Dad were an amazing love story because she was a little contract player at Paramount and he was the biggest star on earth. And she was walking by his dressing room with armfuls of petticoats up to here. She could barely see over them. And he said, "Hey, Tex, what's your hurry?" And of course, she said the petticoats just dropped on the floor. They courted for a good amount of time. After several failed attempts at marriage, she said, "I'm going to go back home." And she didn't talk to him for a year.
He wrote the most incredible letter. It basically said, "I love you forever, anytime, any place, you name it, and I'm yours."
And she had her chaperone negotiate. She can continue her acting, she can continue her nursing. And they met on the steps of the church in Nevada at 7 o'clock in the morning, which is how they got married. Fabergé is so special in their lives. And when they were newly married, Dad said, "I would like to get you something very special if you get your nursing degree." And she said, "I would love a piece of Fabergé."
Anyone who was anyone in Hollywood was collecting Fabergé at the time. So it wasn't just Bing Crosby. It was Frank Sinatra. It was Yul Brynner. So she went to Fabergé and Bing bought her a stick pin. Collecting Fabergé was a real pursuit for them and a real sport to find the pieces that they wanted and that would fit into their collection.
Anytime there was something to celebrate, a birthday, a child, she would get a piece of Fabergé.
There was a Fabergé box on the table, and it was one of the largest Fabergé boxes I've ever seen. And in the box was the largest hardstone carving of a Fabergé animal. It was an incredible lion made out of aventurine quartz with diamond-set eyes. And not only that, it had its original price tag from Fabergé. And next to the lion was, relatively in scale, a tiny but incredibly luminous sapphire model of a mouse that absolutely glowed with all these periwinkle colors with a diamond-set tail and diamond-set ears.
One may look bigger than the other, but they are of equal strength and form.
Yeah, quite incredible. And I think the date of the auction, the final auction date, is the 18th of December. So maybe we'll have an update, in our January meeting. Hang on, guys, a couple of people in the waiting room.
Greg's done quite a bit of discovery of what the various hats were and things like that. He's been able to track them down to various shows, incredibly.
Yes.
Oh, really? Do you want to share that, Greg? What you found?
If you got it up, I can show you that the one hat, the plaid one, was the one he wore in 1976 on the Christmas show. The Christmas medley with Jackie Gleason and Bernadette Peters.
Yeah.
It's in one of the lots. I think it's the highest price lot right now.
Yeah. Brilliant. So so when we regroup in January, Ian, I expect to see that lion on the desk on camera when we rejoin, right? Sure. Okay. So welcome to the new joiners. Welcome to Bob Phillips. Shall we just take a few minutes break, guys? A quick comfort break, just 5 minutes, and return, and then it'll be your turn, Greg, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay. So just break for 5 minutes, guys. See you in a bit.
Okay. Hopefully you've got the PowerPoints handy, Jason. I don't have them on the tablet here.
Yeah, I have everything ready, Greg. Okay, so
Good.
I have everything, yeah, and with the latest inclusions that you sent, it's all there. Okay. It might just be me, but you might need to get a little bit closer to your microphone, actually, Greg, if that's okay. Yeah, cool.
that any better?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
cool. Great. So, we'll do Let It Snow first, yeah?
Sure, we can
Greg?
do that.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Yeah, that's the first one.
Okay.
In fact, it did snow this morning. That's when you said that.
Yeah, yeah.
We had to
Cool. Okay.
do some shoveling.
I don't know if you've seen that the Bing and Sinatra special is now available and restored on the Frank Sinatra YouTube channel. I don't know if you're going to be mentioning that, or somebody's going to be mentioning that later on.
The 1957 TV show, you mean?
Yeah, it's the one where they
Yeah.
sing together and they're by the Christmas
Yeah.
tree. That's
the one that it was available in black and white, wasn't it, on VHS and DVD until I think Nancy Sinatra had a copy of it in color, and so there's a colorized version now.
and
I do have that on DVD. But, yeah.
Yeah, I had it on DVD, but now it's also available on the Sinatra channel on YouTube.
It is on the Bing Crosby channel as well. It was a joint release between the Bing Crosby channel and the Frank Sinatra channel.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Pantelis. I had seen the Sinatra, I guess on Instagram. Their account was talking about that, and that's how I heard about it. So, I mean, it makes sense. But I'm glad that it is available that way because I have it on DVD as well. But it's just a delightful TV show. I watch it every year, just like I watch Ichabod, at Halloween. And so it's nice to have it that way. Besides having it on DVD. So
I know. I think it was Nancy, or was it? It could have been Tina. One of the daughters, anyway, said that on this edition, which is on Heart Sharp Video, which I think was issued 10 years ago or so. I don't know. They managed to get Frank's eyes the wrong color. I think they're green or something. I can remember, but it seems quite a nice remastered version. This one on this DVD. It's a very, very nice special. I was very pleasantly surprised as to how well it was written and presented, and yeah, I thought it was very, very intimately done. Very, very nice.
Frank Sinatra was the director, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't only co-star with Bing. He directed the show.
I think that was also released as part of some Sinatra release that's, I don't know, with other things, other TV shows or other. I think I don't have that version that Ian just showed, but I feel like I have something else, another release, but it's the same.
I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it issued, Anton, on with other covers and parts of DVD collections as well. I think they did a publicity drive at, I don't know if it was at the Paley Museum or somewhere or some such, where Tina was there, and I think the director was there. Who was it? Gosh, was it William Self? I know one of Fred Astaire's best friends. Was it Bill Self? Directed it? I don't know. Yes, William Self. Yeah. It's on this DVD. It's an extra on the DVD. That's where I've seen it, from the Museum of Television and Radio, with William Self, Nancy Sinatra, and Tina Sinatra. William Self directed it. He directed Fred Astaire's, or produced. No, I think he direct or produce some of Fred Astaire's television specials, the early 1 or 2 or 3. But yeah, it's a nice production.
And I feel
also Sorry, Anton, go ahead.
Oh, you can go.
Also, the 1975 Christmas show that Bing and Catherine and Fred Astaire did, it's now available on YouTube, the full 1-hour version of it.
Oh,
thanks for that, Pantelis. I haven't seen that.
No, it's worth seeing. Pantelis very kindly sent me a link to it, and it's very, very, very pleasant watching indeed. Very pleasant watching indeed.
Yeah, I used to have the full version, the full 1 hour, on an old VHS.
Oh, really?
Video that somebody did for me, but I've not seen the full hour on either YouTube or DVD. So that's great news. We'll keep a look out for that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's Nicholas. Welcome. Hi, Nicholas. Good to see you. Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Okay, so who are we? We're just waiting for Stephen. We'll just give Stephen a minute before we. Here he is. Okay, great stuff. Okay, I think that's everybody back. So we're going to make a start now. So, as I said, Greg kindly volunteered to give us an overview of the two new virtual duets, if you like, that are available from BCE. So, if I can ask everyone else to mute their microphones, please. I'll just start sharing the presentation, Greg, and then you go when you're ready, and also just say next slide when you want me to move on. Okay.
Sure. Well, this kind of came out of the blue. It was something that was totally unexpected to see Bing Crosby with someone so contemporary as Lainey WIlson. She's sort of the current crop of country artists. She's very much like Dolly Parton. I think you'd almost call her a modern day Dolly Parton. We can do the next slide. That's the cover version of the single that popped up. So who is Lainey WIlson? Well, here we go. She's an American country singer, 33 years old. And in that short a time, she's done 5 albums and received 9 Country Music Association awards, including winning their top honor in 2023. She received a Grammy Award and 16 Academy of Country Music Awards, and as I mentioned, she's heavily influenced in sound and styled by Dolly Parton. And she was also the solo host of the 59th Annual Country Music Awards, marking the 3rd time that she hosted the show, following Dolly Parton and Reba McEntire on November 19th. And as we'll see later, she did quite well on that show. And her trademark look is bell-bottom trousers, and the title song of her 4th album was Bell Bottom Country. Okay. And here's the artwork from her latest 2 albums, her 22 album, Bell Bottom Country, and her current one, Whirlwind. So this duet was teased on social media on September 29th with the cowboy image of Bing, and then followed by the 2 hat image on October 1st. So they were getting quite a jump on the Christmas season already starting in September. So what is the source of Bing's vocal? Well, it's a 1946 V-disc of Let It Snow. And that was actually recorded as a rehearsal for the Kraft Music Hall on February 14th of 1946, and of course issued on a 12-inch 78 RPM V-disc. And I believe we have the original recording.
All the weather outside is frightful, but by the fire's delightful. Since we've got no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Doesn't show signs of stopping. I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying. My dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
And there it is. Now, through the magic of technology, they took that 1946 recording and did a little technical magic to make it sound like it was recorded today. And indeed, when you listen to the duet, it sounds very comparable in quality, which is amazing they were able to do that. And so I'm not sure, Jason, if you'd like to show the video of it or if you'd like to play the single.
Well, we'll play the single and we'll show the video at the end because it kind of fits.
Okay, sounds good. So here's the 2025 version of Let It Snow with Lainey WIlson joining Bing.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Doesn't show a sign of stopping. I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
When we finally kiss goodnight,
How I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm.
the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye.
But as long as you love me so,
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. This fire feels nice, and we ain't got nowhere to go. Go on, tell him about it, Bing.
when we finally kiss goodnight.
How I hate going out in the storm.
But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying. My dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so,
let it snow,
let it snow,
let it snow. And it's cold outside.
Not bad. As I mentioned, she hosted the Country Music Awards on November 19th, but she also swept the awards, winning the top 3 awards on the show, including Album of the Year, Female Vocalist of the Year, and Entertainer of the Year. So that makes her the top country music artist of today, which is pretty impressive to see that she's doing a duet with Bing Crosby. And also on November 24th, the duet topped Amazon Music's Holiday Country Playlist. I'm not sure if we have any of the other titles, but it was mostly more current country artists followed up the rest of the chart, but the Bing duet headlined the #1 spot. Then on November 25th, Lainey filmed a TikTok video lip-syncing to the duet.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
doesn't show signs of stopping. I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
All good publicity for Bing to be on TikTok like that. Then a few days later, on November 29th, she did another video where she promoted the song.
Hey y'all, it's Lainey WIlson here, and I am so excited to share that my version of Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow with Bing Crosby is out now. This one's a favorite of mine, especially this time of year, and I hope you love it too.
We ain't got nowhere to go.
And that just shows the different versions that are available. It comes out on a 12-inch 45 RPM, a 7-inch 45, and the CD single. So there's actually 3 releases of the song where you can choose which one you'd like. Then just on December 2nd, a few days ago, she released an official music video for the song. I think you'll find it pretty clever, the animation they did on this.
And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Doesn't show signs of stopping. I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
When we finally kiss goodnight,
how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm.
the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye.
But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
This fire feels nice. We ain't got nowhere to go. Go on, tell him about it, Bing.
When we finally kiss goodnight,
How I hate going out in the storm.
but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying. My dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so,
Let it snow,
let it snow,
let it snow. And it's cold outside.
And that was very well done, I think.
Thanks for that, Greg.
You know, there was a tie-in with Hershey's chocolate, and that's why there was all
Yeah.
those little references with the chocolate bar and the Hershey Kiss doorbell.
Yeah, amazing. And did you notice that the puppet of Bing in the cartoon also had the lifts on its shoes? Did you see that? Yeah, and yeah, I think it's quite amazing. And of all the virtual duets that we've heard of Bing so far, I quite like that one with Lainey Wilson. Yeah.
Do we know how they came to find that particular version? Because I mean, it seems as such an obscure version to have picked.
Well, I think what happened is BCE released that, wasn't it on Christmas Gems, and I think several other releases they did in the past. And that may be where they dug it out from.
Okay.
Yeah, and I thought actually, Ken, it might have been because we know how Bing is such a good duet singer, where he tends to sort of harmonize rather than take the melody. There are a couple of points in there where they sing together where he does seem to be harmonizing, and probably it's just the way he improvised on the radio version. But either way, it's great to have a version that we either haven't heard before or, you know, for a long time.
That music video, the cartoon, has been watched 72,000 times already on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the audio version has been played over 300,000 times on Spotify.
Wow.
Incredible. It hasn't popped up in the charts yet for some reason.
Well,
I don't think. Sorry, Anselm, go on.
I just wanted to say that, you know, Lainey WIlson has really made it to the, you know, very top of the country music world right now. I was in Nashville just yesterday visiting with a friend from Miami, and her face was just about everywhere. Not necessarily, you know, this song or anything, but she's just a huge singer right now. And she also headlined at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and she was the main performer on there. So she is really a good singer, and she's, you know, really big. And this is a really good production. I was very, because, you know, I really don't like these kinds of duets, but this one in particular is just really well done.
Yes,
I would agree. And like you said with the Macy's parade, she was on right at the end, right before the headliner of the parade when Santa Claus shows up. So she had the top spot there too.
There were other singers that are popular today that my daughter knows, but she was at the very end, so she really was the top performer there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I think of all the virtual duets we've heard of Bing, this one works very well. And as I said, I did manage to pick up the EPs on both an LP and DVD and on CD. And again, in stores like HMV, they're not expensive at all. And I thought they're really nice souvenirs to have of that one. Cool.
And there's also an instrumental version as well.
Yes, it's on there. Yeah, yeah. And although I did notice there is on the streaming version, there's an extra track on the EP on the streaming version. I think it's holiday cookies or something like that, which isn't on the record or the CD. But yeah. Okay, so that was the first of two recent virtual duets released for Christmas. Let me just share the presentation again, Greg, and then over to you whenever you're ready.
Okay. And this one was another surprise. Came out just a few weeks after the Lainey WIlson duet. A new duet of Mele Kalikimaka pairing Bing with a gentleman I had not been at all familiar with, named Iam Tongi, and not Iam. And this was released to coincide with the 75th anniversary of the song. And there's another tie-in, which we'll see on the next slide. The 75th anniversary of the song and 75th anniversary of the company called King's Hawaiian, which is a brand name for bakery goods. And this singer is from Hawaii, and he was, let's see what's on the next slide, I think, Jason.
Yeah, sorry, Greg. It's his individual recording with Harry Crosby in there. So okay.
Yeah, I didn't know if I had another slide in there that said something about.
Yes, it's after this. It's after this one, in fact. Yeah.
Okay, well, this is actually the solo version he recorded of Mele Kalikimaka. We'll listen to that first.
Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Melikaliki Maka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Melikaliki Maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. And here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Melikaliki Maka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Come on! Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Melikaliki Maka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, to say Merry Christmas to you.
How's everybody doing?
And you can see some glimpses of Harry Crosby there at the performance. And so who is Iam Tongi? Well, he's a 21-year-old singer from Kahuku, Hawaii, and he was the winner of season 21 of American Idol. And I believe that's an American singing competition television series, which I believe is based on the Pop Idol series on British television. And he's the first person from Hawaii and the first Pacific Islander and the first non-country genre singer in 3 years to win the competition. And he is also the first winner to have been born after the show's premiere in the United States on June 11th, 2002. So it was released as a 2-song digital extended play on in November. I can't see the date, but the duet with Bing and a new solo recording of Melikaliki Maka, which you've just heard. And these were produced in conjunction with the 75th anniversaries of Bing's classic recording of Melikaliki Maka with the Andrews Sisters and the King's Hawaiian Company, a bakery brand known for its irresistibly sweet rolls. And there's the cover photo from the EP. Now the source for this vocal was the Bing Crosby show for Chesterfield, taped on November 13th and broadcast on November 22nd, 1950, with Judd Conlin's Rhythm Airs and John Scott Trotter's orchestra. Now what's unique about this is the only other known performance of Melikaliki Maka by Bing Crosby besides the classic recording with the Andrews Sisters. He never sang it again. So that was recorded on September 11th, 1950, and this was November 13th. So after 1950, he never sang the song again. And here's the original performance from the radio show on November 13th. It was recorded, 1950.
Our opening selection is a song called Melikaliki Maka. It's a new Hawaiian Christmas tune. If the rhythm airs will gather around, and John, if you're agreeable, we shall head for the islands. Melikilikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Melikilikimaka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas to you.
Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night.
Melikilikimaka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas to you.
Melikilikimaka is the thing to say
on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day.
That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway.
Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Melikilikimaka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, a very, very, very Merry Christmas to you.
And drum roll, please. Here's the new duet with Iam Tongi, and we'll let you decide which one you like better.
Melikilikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway.
Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright,
the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Melikilikimaka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas to you.
Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night.
Melikilikimaka is a
wise way to say Merry Christmas to you. Melikilikimaka is the thing to say
on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day.
That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway.
Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright,
sun to shine by day and all the stars at night.
Melikilikimaka is a
wise way to say Merry Christmas,
a very Merry Christmas,
a very, very Merry, Merry Christmas to you.
And the duet also was in conjunction with King's Hawaiian, as I mentioned. There's their website for more information on the King's Hawaiian Bing Crosby gingerbread house kit. So you can make a gingerbread house out of their dinner rolls with this kit, and you'll see there's a little picture of Bing there on the cover. They're very good dinner rolls. I'm not sure if they're familiar with the people in the United Kingdom, but they've been around here for a long, long time.
Yeah, thanks so much for that, Greg. That was brilliant. I must say, I do enjoy the "Let It Snow" duet with Lainey WIlson, but that one just sounds a bit Mele Kalicki karaoke to me. That was.
Yes, I thought so too.
Yes. But again, anything.
Oh, I was going to say part of the problem, I think, and Jason and I had talked about this, is they tried to cover up that brassy arrangement with the country arrangement, and Bing kind of gets drowned out in the middle.
I think
there are points where he's drowned out a little. Yeah.
I mean, also part of the problem is that it looks like that singer likes to sing the song slowly, and Bing never sang it slowly, so they couldn't really harmonize the way he would want it. That might be part of it.
Yes, it's a sort of talent show X Factor way of singing and really laying it on with a trowel, as it were, to my tin ears anyway.
There is, of course, another alternative technology version of that song that we had from either last year or the year before. Those mono stereo tracks. The version of Mele Kalikimaka is probably the best one, I think, in terms of creating something that sounds like it was an original stereo recording. I was actually just playing it earlier today, and it's terrific.
I've just been looking at it now, Ken, on the company's website, and after this meeting, I think I'll be clicking on and paying my 11 quid for it. It looks terrific.
It is good.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that one, actually, Ken, because after we've seen the Bowie duet again reissued. We've seen the virtual and heard the virtual new virtual duets, and it was when I was putting Greg's presentation when he sent that over, and I was thinking about that particular mono to stereo CD that was on Spotify, and in fact, Anton, that's what led me to find the missing video was actually that one from Part 2 from Christmas 2023, and it was the video. Something on the video had gone out of copyright, right? So it'd been removed from the YouTube channel, and it was purely because I was looking to see what Ken's comments were. And I think, Ken, actually, that might have even been your first meeting, December 2023. So because I wanted to talk a bit about the technology, how it's influenced, if you like, some of the later Christmas music of Bing. From that same CD, the second tune that you had chosen on the day was the Silver Bells with the duet with Carol Richards. So I didn't want to play the Mele Kalikimaka one again because I think we're Kalikimaka all out after those few versions. But I thought I'd play the Silver Bells one again because it does demonstrate the separation. I think it was an AI technology early, really, I guess 2023, that separated, and also the bass is very strong on this as well. So again, let's just hear that one.
Silver bells, silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, hear them ring, ting-a-ling, soon it will be Christmas Day. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas.
Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile, and on every street corner you hear
silver bells,
silver bells,
silver bells,
silver bells.
It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling,
ring-a-ling,
hear them ring,
hear them ring.
Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Strings of street lights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crush, see the kids rush. This is Santa's big day, and above all this bustle you hear silver bells.
The corner Santa Claus,
Silver bells,
is busy now because it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling,
it fills the winter air.
Hear them ring.
You hear it everywhere.
Soon it will be Christmas Day. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air,
it's Christmas
there's a
time
feeling of
in the
Christmas.
city.
Children laughing, people passing, maybe
Hear them
smile
ring.
after smile. Very soon it will be Christmas Day.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that through that presentation. But last Christmas, there was a volume 2 of the mono to stereo mixes, and it did include another of the Andrews Sisters songs with Bing. It's the Here Comes Santa Claus, and it's from the original recording being 10th of May 1949 with the Vic Shern Orchestra and the Andrews Sisters. But I have to say, I find all of the collaborations between Bing and the Andrews Sisters to be moments of pure joy, not just the Christmas versions. So let's hear that track from volume 2 of the mono to stereo mix.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeer are pulling on the rein. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that is filled with toys for the boys and girls again. Hear those sleigh bells jingle jangle, what a beautiful sight. Jump in bed, cover up your head, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Tonight, Santa Claus comes tonight. Happy day,
happy time.
Listen to the bells and chime as Santa Claus comes your way today.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He doesn't care if you're rich or poor, for he loves you just the same. Santa knows that we're God's children, and that makes everything right.
Fill your hearts with a Christmas cheer, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Tonight, Santa Claus comes tonight.
Stand by.
Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He'll come around when the chimes ring out, then it's Christmas morn again.
Peace on earth will come to all if we just follow the light.
Let's Claus comes tonight. Happy day,
Happy time.
listen to the bells and chimes. Here comes Santa Claus.
I don't think that one's sounded any better. It's a terrific version. And say that was volume 2 that came out last Christmas. So just sticking with the use of technology, you might remember the album that was released in 2019 called Bing at Christmas, with the additional backings of the London Symphony Orchestra. Now, that's not new, of course, because if you remember, Ken Barnes did that, adding Pete Moore's backings to the original Buddy Cole CBS tracks back on the Songs of a Lifetime double album, which would have been around the mid-80s. But on this particular track from the 2019 release with the LSO, it's the what is anyway an exceptional performance by Bing, his original recording of the 21st of October 1963 with the Ralph Carmichael Orchestra, and as I say, the added delight of the London Symphony Orchestra.
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see?
Do you see what I see?
Way up in the sky, little lamb. Do you see what I see?
Do you see what I see?
A star dancing in the night, with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear?
Do you hear what I hear?
Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy. Do you hear what I hear?
Do you hear what I hear?
A song high above the tree, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king, do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and
Yeah, marvelous recording of Bing's that one, and well, I don't think I've heard anybody else sing that song quite like that. And in fact, we have played, I think, a couple of the versions where Bing lip syncs in TV shows in the 60s in our previous Christmas meetings. But I just thought I'd put that one out there because that particular CD did did the rounds, and you could buy it anywhere in the UK at that time. I think it was 2019, like I say, and it is a wonderful CD, and it also has some virtual duets on it, if you like. The Papini sisters are added to one of the Andrews sisters' Jingle Bells song, and the male pentatonics quartet are also added to White Christmas. So it's a nice recording, that one. As I say, it sounds a bit different, but the London Symphony Orchestra really add a new dimension to that one. Okay, so just sticking with the technology, if you like. So again, in recent years, some of Bing's Christmas songs were put to new kind of cartoons. Mele Kalikimaka is probably the famous cartoon version, but it was done for White Christmas, and also this one from Bing's original recording of 1st of October 1943 with John Scott Trotter.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams.
Yeah, and you know, that was wartime, 1943, and like White Christmas, that must have been a very difficult song for people, certain people, to hear at that time if their husbands or sons were, away overseas. And I think Bing sings that in a very emotional way, actually, more so than he does usually. And I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that that track was actually banned by the BBC at that time because of its potential emotional impact on families that may have been
Yes, that's
affected
absolutely
at that
right.
time.
The BBC banned it.
But again, it's just it's a great track, obviously, to hear standalone. But again, it was just highlighting how some of the technology has been used to enhance it. And again, putting cartoons to songs isn't anything new, but it's nice to see something like that. Okay, so we've got time. That's great. We just start the Spotify again. So we've heard a lot of Bing tonight with duets, whether they're virtual duets or actual duets. So we're gonna close on some of Bing's solo efforts, if you like, and I've just picked a few here that again I think that Bing just sings exceptionally well, like this opening track here.
Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Goodwill to men. I thought as now this day had come, the belfries of all Christendom had rung so long the unbroken song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. And in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Goodwill to men. Then peal the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men.
Yeah, so wonderful recording one, isn't it? In being with the Buddy Cole Orchestra and Ken Darby Singers from October 1956. And I think it was the song was based originally on a poem by Wordsworth. And well, the sentiment is just as valid today, unfortunately, isn't it? And it's a powerful reading, I think, by Bing. Next one, again, is something we tend to overlook in Bing's Christmas catalogue, but again, a wonderful performance. The Secret of Christmas. This is with the Frank DeVol Orchestra from the 25th of March, 1959.
It's not the glow you feel when snow appears, It's not the Christmas card you've sent for years, not the joyful sound when sleigh bells ring, or the merry songs children sing. That little gift you send on Christmas Day will not bring back the friend you've turned away. So may I suggest the secret of Christmas is not the things you do at Christmas time, but the Christmas things you do all year through. Will not bring back the friend you've turned away. So may I suggest the secret of Christmas is not the things you do at Christmas time, but the Christmas things you do all year through.
Yeah, another recording from the film Say One for Me of 1959. So we're just about done, guys. It is time. And usually we end on the version Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by Bob Thompson's orchestra from October 1962. But I thought this time we will still end on that song, but again it will be from the London Symphony Orchestra release of 2019 with Being at Christmas. So let's hear that.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let yourself be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. The years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now. us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Yeah, and as we've heard tonight, guys, there's so much more to Bing's Christmas catalogue than just White Christmas. So many special, outstanding performances. So that's it for our Christmas meeting, guys. Thanks so much for joining. I noticed at one point we had 19 people on the call, which again was a great turnout. Thanks to everybody for your participation and your contributions to the chat, both in the chat and also in person. Just leaves me to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and looking forward to seeing you in January. The meeting in January is Sunday, January the 4th.